Hey guys, welcome to Starting Out Solitary. I'm your Thursday host, Michelle, and this week's topic is, what do you think would have happened to the craft if it weren't for big name authors such as Gerald Gardner, Raymond Buckland, Scott Cunningham, or just, big name people in the craft? What do I think the craft would be like today? Would it be as strong as it is? Would it be the same? The simple answer is no, it wouldn't be the same. I think a lot of these mainstream authors that everybody knows about really helped bring it out in the open and make it less, scary to the, masses. That, look, it's not some big evil thing, it's just, something different. It's, here's some education on the matter, but people always make comments about, like, Scott Cunningham, like, he wasn't, like the original this or that or whatever, or he had his own version of Wicca. But I think his books and stuff really helped that, generation of people really start to learn about, Wicca and the craft and, all these things. Even Silver Ravenwolf, yes, I know people think she's a bit cheesy. I think she's a little cheesy myself, but she aims more of her stuff towards the younger people and, like, teens and stuff. And I think that's, good, because if a younger person or a teen is trying to find their way spiritually and they're drawn to the craft, but they're reading all these, adult books focused on, like, adults, I don't know, to me, it's a good thing to have an author out there who, her audience is focused on younger people, and I don't see anything wrong with that. For me, her stuff was a little juvenile, but that's okay, whatever. But no, the craft wouldn't be the same. However, because we're in the information age now, and what has it been now? Gosh, it's 2015. More than 20 years now with the internet. Eventually, it would have happened anyway, where the craft was more well known, or known like it is today. I think it would have eventually happened. Of course, not the same way. Not with the same people. It would, if not for all these, names that we've mentioned this week, it would just be other people, and somebody else would have stepped into those shoes. So, I know that it wouldn't be the same, but in the same token, because of, the internet and all the information available to people at the click of a button nowadays, you can learn about anything in 5 minutes. You can look something up and, start researching. So, if it weren't for the internet, no, it wouldn't be the same, because, unless we had those big names that we have or had, then I don't think it would be the same. It's a weird question, because it's a very hypothetical, subject matter. But, most of the authors and stuff are focused, it's all Wicca focused, and, I think that, now that Wicca's a big mainstream, not big, but you know what I mean, it's a more mainstream than any other form of the craft, that, that's a good stepping stone for people to learn from. Like, a lot of the stuff I learned from at first was all Wiccan-based books and stuff like that I learned from. And, the more I did, the more I researched and the more I learned about it, the more I realized that wasn't exactly for me. I didn't really fit in or identify with all of their teachings and all of the, things that go along with Wicca. So, while I did pull some things from that, and I do identify with, some of the teachings teachings, not all of them, but it helped me branch off and to learn and do research on other things, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and yes, I read just about all of Scott Cunningham's books. He wasn't the first author I read. What was the first author I read about Wicca? Ooh, I should have looked in my books. Well, Scott Cunningham was not the first. I read his books, Raymond Buckland, and most of his books, not all of them. And then I picked up a Silver Ravenwolf book, and I was like, no. I mean, it was cute, but it was cute. You know what I'm saying? It was more geared for younger people, and I wasn't 16 at the time, so. Let's see, who else? But, you know, no, the craft would not be the same without all of these people. Since I'm mentioning authors now, you know, no, I mean, that's about all I can say. It wouldn't be the same, but I do think it would be very similar, one way or another, whether it be more on the unpopular side or more on the popular side. Like I said, because of the internet and the information age and all that, it eventually would have blossomed the way it has, and maybe not as soon as it did, but I think eventually it would have gotten to the point where it is now, because of the internet. Now, if we didn't have the internet and we didn't have those authors, then no, it would still be very quiet and still be very underground, so to speak, and that's just my opinion. But, you know, what do you guys think about it? I mean, I'm sure everyone has a completely different opinion on it, and different opinions on, you know, who are the big names that helped bring it, you know, out into the open, and authors and stuff. So, you know, what are your views on this stuff? Which authors do you think should be more credited for, you know, bringing the craft out in the open? Leave comments down below or let us know on our Facebook page, and as always, blessed be.